In my opinion, add-ons play an important role in enhancing the collecting experience in World of Warcraft because they offer quality of life improvements, help you achieve your goals, and help save you time in the long run. So I've put together a small list of add-ons that can improve your collecting experience as they have for me. The first add-on on my list is going to be Krowi's Achievement Filter. What this add-on does is that it completely changes the way that you view your achievements in the achievement panel. It helps categorize and sort the achievements by certain criteria in a much better way than the stock achievements window does. So as you can see, the way that you would access this is that you just normally open the achievement window, and then at the very bottom left, you click on achievements, and it gives you this whole new viewing panel. Then you can sort by individual categories, and at the very top, which you can also filter by different criteria. As you can see here, I can completely remove all of the completed achievements, I can remove the not completed ones, and I can also put the not obtainable ones in here for whatever reason. Everything else in the guild and statistics categories stay the same, but one of my favorite panels is going to be the expansions panel, which basically sorts every single achievement by the expansion that it's associated with. So as you can see here, if I want to look at all of the achievements that I can earn by doing the Burning Crusade, I can click on that, and in there it categorizes everything by zone, dungeon, raid, and so on. This really shines once you get into expansions like Warlords of Draenor. As we all know, in WoD, we have the whole mechanic of the garrison, and in there, once you click on that, you can sort by specific achievements that you can earn in the garrison. We also have an even deeper segment where it sorts by just the buildings for the garrison, and we can also sort by the shipyards as well. In my Road to 100 Reputations series, this is one of the best ways that I sort through achievements, is by just going into the expansion that I'm working on and just focusing on the specific area that I have to do. Next, we can also see the events panel, and what this does is it shows you every single event that is available. For example, the Grand Hunt, the Community Feast, the Dream Search, Time Rifts, Super Blooms. Let's say, for example, you are doing the Researchers Under Fire. When you can click on that, we can see that there's two different categories that we can pick, and in there we can see which ones we still need to complete. While we're on the topic of events, this add-on actually tracks when those events are going to happen. So as we can see here, we have the Titan Lockdown event, and it looks like it's about to happen in 1 minute and 18 seconds. And what's even cooler is that it shows you every single achievement that you can still do under this event. Keep in mind, this tracker only works if you visit the zone. So if I log in and I don't visit the Zaralak Caverns, I won't be able to see the Titan Lockdown tracker. The PvP segment is also categorized by Battleground, and then this has got to be my favorite tab of all of these. Whenever you hit specials, this sorts things by miscellaneous categories, but in here the current zone tab is got to be my favorite feature. So every single time that you go into any zone, you can click on the special tab and into the current zone sub tab, I guess, and it will show you every single achievement that you can do in this area. And something I also want to cover while we're here is you can actually right click on these achievements and then hit Wowhead, and it'll pop open a specific link that you can copy into your browser and open up Wowhead, and it'll take you to that achievement in Wowhead where you can sort by comments or watch a video on how to do the achievement. So overall, this thing is awesome. I love it. Oh, and there's one more feature that I forgot to mention. You can actually click on the calendar tab right here at the very top. And what this does, oh, here you go. You see this? It says that the Titan Lockdown will happen in 33 minutes and 58 seconds. So that's awesome. I love it. Anyways, back to this. So what this shows you is it gives you a calendar view of your achievements. So as we can see, for the month of March, I ended up having 2,000 achievement points, and I completed 211 achievements. For the month of April, I've only done 730 achievement points. And you can also mouse over each individual day and see what achievements you completed. You could also click on that day and then mouse over each achievement. And when you click on the achievement, it will take you to the specific category of wherever the achievement falls under. So this is super awesome if you like to keep track of your achievements and also just have an easier way to filter through these. I recommend this to everyone that wants to collect things. It's awesome. Now let's move on to the next add-on. The next add-on is actually two add-ons, and this is something that if you've played WoW for a while, you probably already have, and if you're a new or a returning player, I highly recommend you get this. It's called TomTom, and what it does is it allows you to copy and paste in coordinates, and it gives you a small arrow as to where you want to go. So using the last add-on, for example, you find an achievement that you want to complete, you look it up online on Wowhead, and it gives you the coordinates. And what you can do is whenever you click on those coordinates, it'll give you the TomTom option. All you do is just copy it into the chat, and it gives you the coordinates and an arrow as to where you need to go. It also gives you a small ping on the map, as you can see it right here. Again, this is super useful if you want to complete things, if you want to know where they are on the map. But let's take it a step further. There's actually an add-on that I found which greatly improves your TomTom experience. If you've ever seen those large walls of text on Wowhead, it gives you a ton of coordinates and you have to type them in one by one, there's actually a solution for that, and the add-on is called Paste. And what this does is, let's say I want to find all of those waypoints. So I paste those in. As you can see, we have all of them right here, and we click paste and close. And what this does is it actually gives us every single waypoint that I just selected. So you don't have to type them in individually. It just gives all of them for you on the map. It's super useful. These are just the locations for all the Dragonflight races. This has helped me improve finding specific locations and waypoints significantly, so I don't have to enter them in one by one. Again, the first add-on is called TomTom, which gives you the coordinates and the arrow right here, which you can also move wherever you want. I just have it down here. And then the next add-on is called Paste. And that's the one that lets you paste multiple different lines of those waypoints and allows you to look at all of them at the same time, just like this. Our next add-on, I guess this is, I bunched all of these three into one because they pretty much all do the same thing. The first one is called HandyNotes, and what it does is it uploads different things that you can find on the map onto your map. And it's just easier to show it to you than to explain it. So as you can see here, I have this Forgotten Dragon treasure that I still need to do because I don't have the Windborn Velocidrake maned back cosmetic for my dragon. And what you can do is you can click on it and it actually shows you where to get those things on the map. So as you can see here that we need 5 of those crystalline petals, and they come from crystalline flowers, which are highlighted in green. And as you can see here, this is where I would go get them. Then the next option is to get the Slumber Incense. And as you can see, it's found in the yellow marker, which is going to be over here. This helps you find all of the hidden treasures throughout the map. So yours is going to look different than mine because I've already found some of the stuff on this map and you might not have been able to find it yet, or you haven't done it yet. This is another good example. So check this out. When you click on it, there's a whole list of things that you need to do. At the very bottom, it tells you what mount and what achievements come by doing this specific challenge or secret. It's really, really useful if you want to complete all the cool stuff on the map, the mounts, the rare achievements. Sometimes there's like weeklies that you can do. Sometimes there's different merchants that you can buy stuff from, like this one, for example. It's super useful and I highly recommend you get it. In the same category, we have RareScanner. And what it does is whenever you fly through the area, it gives you a little pop-up like this, which shows you where the rare is. And if you're close enough to the rare, what it does is it highlights it for you on the map. And then when you click on it, you can actually target it. So this one's already dead. But if it was alive, as you can see, it targets it here. Uh-oh, that's not good. Yeah, as you can see, it targets it and it also tags it with an icon. So if you're wanting to kill all the rares in the zone and not miss any of them, this is the add-on for you. So I guess I kind of categorized it with HandyNotes because it gives you the rares and different things on the map for you. You can also see them on the big map like this as well. When you mouse over it, you can see where that rare spawns when you click on it. You can also see when it's active. This rare is only active during the Grand Hunting Party. So that means if the Grand Hunting Party is not going on, this one's not going to spawn. So there's no point in you camping it or farming it. It's super nice, especially when you're flying through the area. You have no idea if a rare is up. You just get this notification here. and you can click on it and it helps you find where it is. Me personally, I highly recommend you go into the options, go into the add-ons for RareScanner, and you turn the sound all the way off or disable it. If you're flying through an area that has a million rares, or if you happen to have the shovel in Dragonflight that allows you to dig some of the, I don't even know what they're called, the little dig sites or whatever, it's just going to be popping up constantly when you're flying through the area. So I highly recommend you just turn the sound off entirely. I promise you that's going to be the best thing you've ever done with this add-on. On the topic of rares, I bunched this add-on into this segment as well. It's called Rarity. And what this add-on does, it's super simple. Whenever you click on it, it allows you to see all of the mounts that you can farm just in the game. It also keeps track of how many attempts you've had at a specific mount and the chances of getting that mount specifically. So as we can see, the sea turtle mount, so I've had 84 attempts at it. The chance for me to get this mount is 1 in 10,000. And it also gives you I guess, how lucky you are for getting that mount. So as we can see here, if I were to get this mount in less than 6,931 tries, I would be considered lucky. And I would hope that's lucky. Those chances are terrible. But we can scroll down. This mount specifically, you can get it from the Throne of the Four Winds. There's a 1 in 100 chance to get it. But you can also get it from the black market. So this gives you different ways to get the mount as well. And at the very bottom, as you can see, it says control click to create a TomTom waypoint. So if these happen to be world mounts, you can control click it. It'll give you the waypoint as to where this mount spawns. So you can go ahead and start farming for it if that's what you want to do. Also, one of my favorite features about Rarity is the fact that you can kill certain mobs or open certain bags. And you'll also get a pop-up that will count as an attempt or give you a percentage. And what that does is you could be killing mobs or opening, I guess, reward crates. So you can finish a zone and the last boss, once you kill it, it'll give you a percentage. And then you can look it up and see, oh, wow, okay, so I had no idea this boss even drops a mount. Now you're able to farm it and more effectively go after rares and bosses that drop mounts. This add-on not only tracks mounts, it also does battle pets. It does just random toys and items. Yeah, and there's also a category for group, which are mounts that require more than a certain amount of people. But that's pretty much it for Rarity. If you're wanting to farm mounts or toys, I highly recommend getting the Rarity add-on. Let's move on to my favorite collecting add-on. It's called AllTheThings. And what this add-on does is anytime you enter any zone, it will let you know every single thing that you can get in that zone. It's actually really, really cool. So as we can see here for Onara Plains, I have 1,500 out of 1,949 things. So I pretty much have 77% of the zone complete. We can see that there are transmog pieces on here. There are battle pets, achievements that I can earn, different pet battles, literally every single thing that you can get on here. But let me actually go into a zone that has less stuff on the map. Let me just go back to my garrison real quick. Now we're in Shadow Moon Valley, and I think this would be a better way to show this add-on off here. There are a couple of interactions that you can do with this add-on. One of them being is if you alt left click on thing on here, it'll put it right here so you can track it. That way you can easily track specific things. As you can see here, I'm just putting these onto my achievements tab. And then what you could also do is if you hit alt and then right click on it, it'll actually give you the waypoint. So if you have TomTom, it'll give you the waypoint of where this specific thing is. And this is really helpful, especially when you have to find multiple things at once. So for example, if I want to do this achievement, as you can see, there are a ton of coordinates for it. But if I alt right click it, what it'll do is it'll actually show me every single one of the things on the map. So again, this saves you time from going off and looking it up on Wowhead or trying to find it by yourself. This will actually give you each of these coordinates on the map for you with little icons on them. So as you can see, there's the crab icon that I picked earlier, and here are the stones down here. So this thing is super useful if you're truly wanting to complete everything in this game or find specific rares or do all of the achievements in the zones. This is the best add-on for you, and I highly recommend everyone get this one. Next, I want to go over a couple of quality of life UI changes that a lot of people have been asking me about. First thing I want to go over is the way that the minimap looks. It actually looks pretty disgusting because I have a bunch of random stuff on here. The add-on called SexyMap, and what it does is it lets you change the scale of your minimap, and it also changes the way that it looks. There are some presets that you can choose, like this clouds one. We also have the space one. Yeah, that one looks pretty cool. Then we also have a bunch of just these regular ones that come with the add-on. These technically both come with the add-on, but I guess these are for the base add-on, and these are the user submitted ones. So I like to run the simple square, and what's really great about this add-on is it lets you remove or allow certain add-ons. For example, if I always want to have the calendar icon active, I can have it here, or if I would like to remove it, I can just remove it right here. And as you can see, the calendar is gone. And that's why you guys see some of the buttons not always being there, because I have them set on hover. So when I hover over the minimap, I can see my Raider IO, can see my like Rarity, Platers, Weak Auras. But as soon as I remove it, all of those disappear. You can customize this the way that you want. There's a million different things that you can do with scaling, with different buttons, with the way that the clock looks, the coordinates. There's a ton of ways that you can customize it. So if this is something that you're wanting to do and you're wanting to have a better UI minimap experience, you can go ahead and get the add-on, and it's called SexyMap. And the other add-on that a lot of people have been asking me about is my quest log. That one is going to be called Kaliel's Tracker. And what this does, it allows you to fully customize your quest tracker and every single color on it, the size, like the X and Y axes. Yeah, there's so many customizations here. You can also have a way to show like how many quests you have. There's also an option to quickly look a quest up on Wowhead. I actually had no idea this was here until I scrolled this far down. But if you alt click on this, it will actually give you a Wowhead URL, which you can copy and paste into your browser, and it'll pull up the quest on Wowhead. Again, just saving you more time. You can also have different notifications for achievements and quest messages. So this thing is super, super cool. I don't know how to share this preset, but if you want yours to look exactly like mine, you can pause this video and adjust the settings so it matches up to what I have over here. So these are the colors that I have, the font, and these are some of the other options on here. So as opposed to my other super long collecting videos, I'm going to keep this one short. If there are any add-ons that I've missed or that you think could be super useful for me to have as I'm doing my 100 Exalted Reputation series, you can drop that in the comments. I love looking at add-ons, especially the ones that can save me a bunch of time and effort so I don't have to do certain things. Yeah, if you have any add-ons or any ideas or anything that I could have missed, just put it in the comments. And if I see enough really cool add-ons, I can make another video just highlighting the ones that are on there. This is also slightly different than what I normally do in terms of the videos that I make, so go easy on me. This is kind of like a thing that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and hopefully this video makes any amount of sense and these add-ons help you in your collecting journey. And if you want to support me, feel free to drop a like and subscribe.